Okay, so in this lesson we are going to learn some very useful formulas when it comes to expanding algebraic expressions, right? So in this video we see four different quadrants. So basically what I'm going to show you is two ways, or rather are two ways of expanding such algebraic expression. So really the aim of expansion is to remove brackets. So as you can see here, there are brackets that still exist in these expressions, right? So if for example you have an algebraic expression that is termed a plus b squared, right? Well, the longer way to expand this, or the more tedious way, is to write a plus b twice, because as we all know, a plus b squared is actually a plus b multiplied by a plus b. Okay, so when it comes to expanding such terms, what it means is that a needs to be multiplied by each and every term in the adjacent bracket. A multiplied by a multiplied by b. And in a similar fashion, let me just change the color here. In a similar fashion, b needs to be multiplied by a and also by the other term, which is b, right? So when you expand it out, let's look at these green arrows here, these green lines. So a multiplied by a, that gives you a squared. A multiplied by b, that gives you ab. B multiplied by a, that is ab. Now looking at the yellow lines, and then b multiplied by b, that is b squared. So in the final step, we combine like terms, so we get a final form, final expanded form, which is a plus 2ab plus b squared. Well, this method is a little tedious as compared to the next method that I'm going to talk about. So the next method involves a very straightforward formula. So whenever you have an expression like this, a plus b squared, right? So the way to expand it is to simply just apply this formula that we have derived in the previous method, right? So there's a shortcut to actually achieving the expanded form, which is just to fill in these values here: a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Well, we will elaborate more about this in our next video with more exciting examples, right? So this is the recommended way to expand an algebraic expression that looks like this: a plus b squared. Okay, well, in other circumstances you may encounter an algebraic expression that looks like this: a minus b squared. Well, the longer way to do this, or the more tedious way to do it, is to write a minus b side by side. So a minus b multiplied by a minus b, since it is actually a minus b squared, right? So in a similar fashion, you would have to take a multiplied by a multiplied by b, and you would do the same for the other terms. Okay, so b multiplied by a followed by b multiplied by this b term. So a multiplied by a, let's look at these green lines again. So a multiplied by a, that is a squared. A multiplied by b, negative b in this case, so it's negative ab. Again, always remember, when you're multiplying terms with different signs, you would expect a negative answer here. So it's positive a multiplied by negative b, you would expect a negative ab here, right? And now look at these orange lines here. So we have negative b multiplied by a, that gives you negative ab. Again, it's negative because we have different signs being multiplied. And negative b multiplied by negative b, same sign, so you would expect a plus b squared. So simplify this, you get a squared minus 2 times of ab plus b squared. And there you go. This is the more tedious or more time consuming method, right? So we actually have derived a formula that is simpler to use. So basically, if you have an algebraic expression in this form, a minus b squared, you can simplify it, or rather expand it to this form here: a square minus 2ab plus b squared. So we'll be talking about more exciting examples that we can use for these formulas.